Let us now create our own definition of productivity. And let's not just follow the popular ones, but make our own unique routine that would work for us. Because that's the only way you will create a routine you will stick to long term. So, we're talking about productivity and we talk about creating your own productivity. If we take the definition of productivity, I can't come up with one. Is it doing the best I can in one day, or doing the best I can in multiple days, doing my best this week and rest the next, or doing my best this month? I don't know. What is being productive? Is it waking up early? Is it sleeping early? Because I see some people who don't sleep early, but they're productive. They're achieving much more. They're getting their work done. So what is productivity and what should be the blueprint for productivity? I personally don't know, but I was trying to follow what others say, what others do in their productive mindset. I watched so many videos of people talking about productivity, of people showing us their routine, how to be productive, do this to be considered productive. I try to follow those routines, okay? I really try to follow, and it lasts 1 week. That's it. No more, no less. It lasts 1 week, when I was really doing my best. So I thought, if I can't stick to this routine, if I can't really stick to what I'm seeing here on YouTube, on social media, how can I achieve that productivity? And then I found out our brain is not the same. For example, people with ADHD wouldn't really have the same routine as others. And I know so many people with ADHD would just ignore that and follow what others do, have the same morning routine. For example, have you noticed that when you wake up, you do your morning routine, you go work out or you go for a walk, I don't know, gratitude, meditation, having breakfast, then having your coffee and all that, then you sit down to your desk to study or to work. You're tired, no? Because I found out I really get tired after all this. My dopamine level is the highest in the morning. So I tried to do the hardest tasks first thing in the morning, and it worked because I have the most focus. I can focus the most in the morning, but some people would focus other times, but I personally focus the most in the morning. And what if you do focus the most in the morning and you try to ignore that? Let me do this morning routine this creator is doing because they're achieving so much, because their morning seems really flawless, and I believe it would suit me. You try it, but you find it's not for you. But you ignore the fact that it's not for you. You feel like you are the problem. Well, in fact, you are not the problem. The problem is the routine you're trying to follow. Create your own and see if you are the problem or not. We really tend to follow others sometimes blindly, and we tend to have lower self-esteem. We tend to beat ourselves up because we couldn't do what others are doing. And that's really very wrong. Seriously. And I am one of those people who used to try and follow routines and trying these productivity hacks, productivity tips. Those tips don't work for me. And maybe they don't work for you, but you're ignoring the fact that they don't work for you. Creating your own routine will do like wonders for you, seriously. For example, one thing I found out about myself, if the task I have to like do or work on is not really interesting for me, I'm not really interested in it, I wouldn't do it, or I would really struggle to get it done. Like seriously, I struggle pain, like both physically and mentally, if I'm not really into that task, if I'm not really interested in that task. And I only get the work done when I feel the pressure. For example, deadlines. When I feel the pressure of a deadline, then I'm gonna do it, even if I don't like it. Because I feel the danger, I would say, the deadline. And it's thrilling. It's, the adrenaline is really high, it's really working. So I get it done. But not because I was interested in it, but because of the deadline. Okay, so what about a task that doesn't have a deadline and you're not really interested in? How would you achieve that? It's really difficult. And so what I'm doing now is trying to make it a little fun. We like fun. I believe nobody dislikes fun, right? Anyways, so I try to make it fun. For example, reinforcement, reward. If I finish a task, I give it like a time. Finish this in 1 hour, for example, or finish this in 2 hours. Excuse me, not finish. I don't use the word finish. Just work on this for 1 hour. And I might work on it more than 1 hour when I start. Even if I'm not really interested in that, I would work for it because I gave it just 1 hour. So I know it's just 1 hour that I'm wasting, like, for my day. So it's fine. Let's just do it. And you will find yourself really working on that task you were pushing, just because you gave it a time slot, for example. And you might even work for more than that time you gave it. Yeah, so that's how I try to make my task or my work with a little bit of fun. I try to make it fun for myself. This is just a hack I use because I know now that if I'm not really interested in that task, I would struggle to get it done, or I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm not getting it done because I'm not really interested in it. And guys, I hope I'm not coming off as I'm lecturing you, because I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert at all. This topic is new for me. I just found out that I don't have to follow other people's routine. I don't have to take their plan, their exact plan, and make it my own and try to follow it. I found out that if the task is not interesting for me, I'm not gonna work on it and I'm gonna struggle to get it done. And I just found out that I have to create my own productivity. My own productivity doesn't require me to wake up super early every day, sleep early every day. That's not realistic. If you can, that's great. But if you can't, you have to try and find how to compromise other parts of your day. How maybe you can find that you can work better at some other times of the day other than the morning or other than early mornings. Maybe you can work out in the evening, in the afternoon. Like, don't complicate stuff. Let's not make our day as this strict schedule that we have to follow. Because if you can do that, that's super great. like you're winning. But if you can't, so what? Are you gonna just hate yourself and beat yourself up because, I don't know, because you're not enough, you're not doing it as others? Are you gonna lower your self-esteem? We don't want that. We want to try and find solutions to make it our own, to make our own new definition of being productive. If we want to be consistent, if we want consistency in our life, we have to try and find ways to be consistent. Because if what we saw on the internet didn't work for us, we can try and find other solutions, try to create our routine, and try to redefine the term productive.
We're not joking in this episode. I'm cutting joking actually right now. Hi guys, I'm oppressed. Okay, that's it. I'm actually done joking now. Hey guys, my name is Farah. Was the richest man in history. I think because those involve work that you don't necessarily want to do deep down, but you do to obtain a certain thing. Like for this conversation to be productive, one has to understand these nuances. Okay, because I can sniff the comments from a mile away talking about how laziness has nothing to do with procrastination.